Man, it's beautiful out.
Hey, that's my line.
This is gonna be a problem.
This is gonna be a problem.
No, I'm supposed to say this is supposed to be a problem.
I thought I was supposed to say this is gonna be a problem.
Oh my gosh. We can't. Just kidding. Anyways, we're gonna go have some fun today. You wanna go have some fun?
I do. We're gonna go explore.
It's a little chilly. It's a little brisk.
Take you along. New adventures.
Look at that sun behind us just hitting the head. Just. Oh, it's good. All right, let's go.
We are headed out to Virgin Falls and Lost Creek Falls. We are going to explore new falls that we've never been to yet.
Where'd you go?
I had to go pee.
Oh, you had to pee. What a surprise.
All the water I have.
Virgin Falls and Lost Falls. They're right next to each other. They've been on our list. We have an extensive list, I feel like, of waterfalls and things we want to go to. But we figured it's you know, it's spring, it's perfect weather. We're gonna try to knock these out, especially if we can knock out two at once. It'd be great. So we're gonna go check these ones out. These would be fun. We have a couple more waterfalls to check out. We got some stuff going on this week, but again, we're just trying to take advantage of this perfect weather right now. All right, so the time change thing is still so funny to me. Like, we're only 45 minutes east of it, so it doesn't really affect you. But when you go, it's kind of cool because it says you get there, like, if it's an hour and a half drive, you're there in 30 minutes based on time, you know. But it's funny because you get the time back, so you can never be late, which is nice if you're going somewhere, right?
Yeah, but could you imagine looking like 5 minutes?
But if you're on the other side and you're coming this way, then you gotta be an hour ahead, which would be kind of annoying. Oh. I'm kind of excited about 7-Eleven.
They need to bring one closer to
I hope
us.
they keep coming east because
so on 7-Eleven day we can get Slurpees.
Slurpees are so good. It's just, they're probably just so bad for you, but they're just so good on a hot day.
Definitely loaded full of sugar.
And I like 7-Eleven's coffee.
They do have pretty good coffee.
For gas station convenience store type coffee, I like 7-Eleven. Like, I lived off 7-Eleven.
But some of the like pilots and those things, they are doing the new like where you can
the bean to cup.
Bean to cup.
Bean to cup's
that is
good.
nice, and a lot of those are better.
They are. But I mean, sorry, distraction on the 7-Eleven, but the time change thing is just funny. And like you were about to say, can you imagine living closer?
And then having, if you lived on the opposite side.
Like, what if you had to go to work and you worked on like the other time zone? And it's like, oh, I get to sleep in today because I got work. But then it's like when you come home, now you come home an hour later. Like when we drive to Nashville, it's kind of cool because it's a 2.5 hour drive regardless, but it seems like an hour and a half because you get the hour back, right? So you can kind of plan things accordingly. But then coming back home, now you got a 3.5 hour drive.
It's terrible.
Time-wise. It's weird. Time's weird. I don't know. Bathroom already?
Yep.
All right, well, she's running to the bathroom. So, Virgin Falls, that's gonna be the first one on the list. We're gonna check it out. Like I said, we've never been out here, so kind of excited. I think we gotta drive. There was one little place that we just passed on the way in. So this is about a 4-mile hike in. There's a cave back there. It's called the Sheep Cave. I don't know what all it is. But like I said, we're also going to try to hit up Lost Creek Falls and Cave Trailhead. That's just east a little bit. It doesn't take too long to get there. Well, it's a 45-minute drive because you got to go down and around. So we'll see. I don't know what we're going to do. This will be just like last time probably, where we're just coming out here to explore and we're just going to keep going with the flow. It's a beautiful day out, so take advantage of it. So this, as far as Virgin Falls goes, this is where the Caney Fork River comes along, which I was corrected when we went to Fall Creek Falls because I have spoke to a couple different people. One ranger did say the Caney. I don't know if it was just the way they pronounced it. Maybe they weren't from around here, or, you know, they had a little bit of an accent. Didn't sound like American, honestly. They had pronounced it that way, so I was pronouncing it that way. So it's the Caney Fork River for all those grammar police that were out there. I apologize. Did I tell you that it's the Caney River, not the Caney River, like we were calling it? Or maybe I was calling it.
I thought it was the Caney.
That's what I heard it as, but Caney. So we're good from there. It is cold out, wow.
It's a little brisk.
So it's, the car temp said, ooh, 36. All right, well, glad we have jackets and gloves and all that stuff, even though I'm sure we'll peel it off, but it'll be fun. I'm excited to go check this out. It's a little breezy. That's gonna be what makes it cold. But we had a couple people asking. I've got Under Armours. I don't know what the model, whatever you want to call them. There's a lot of fantastic pairs. I love these things for comfort-wise, waterproof-wise. They have just done the job. Babs has a pair of Ariats, right? You have Ariats, right?
I have Ariats.
You like them?
I like them.
Comfy?
Yeah, you have to break them in more than once or twice. Like I've only worn them a few times.
With any boots, you should break them in before you go for major hikes. But
oh yeah, we don't do that.
Waterproof-wise, good?
Yeah.
Haven't been too cold or wet or anything?
No. You can probably wear the proper socks. Don't wear no-show socks.
How many hikes have we been on?
I'm not very good about remembering to wear my boots.
That's what I'm wondering, just how far down it goes. Like, it might be cold down there, you know?
Maybe.
So I think we are going to pull out jackets just to wear. Those two guys had jackets on when they had just left.
But I'm always freezing.
There is a breeze. It's 36. I mean, that's chilly. All right, she's going to pee right quick. Then we're going to hit this trail. It does say 4.3 strenuous, so it'll be interesting to see what this is. We'll be good to go. Oh, these, we need to talk about these later. Black Rifle partner with grinds on these. If there's any way I could do with Fred's roast, we're gonna do it. But these will be good for that trail. Okay, so this is most definitely, we're about, what are we at, mile and a half? Mile and a half. This is a Grand Canyon hike. This has been down, so far all down. So I have a feeling, like I say, Grand Canyon is because you go down in and then you gotta come back up and out. So just be prepared for that just in case. I'm pretty sure that's how it's gonna go, but this is kind of cool, like this crossing right here where you gotta cross with a rope. We'll let Babs go first.
Like a little swinging thing.
Easy peasy. But she didn't even use a rope. See her drop that? She just like Mike dropped it. Was no big deal. Whoa! Not a bad crossing. Obviously you got the cable to help you, but beautiful. Look at these ponds. Oh, love this area. So Babs and I were just asking ourselves, we wonder if you could camp down here because it's absolutely peaceful and beautiful. Cable crossing campsites, and there's some numbers, so you must be able to. Onward we go. All right, this is crazy. So this whole way coming down, there's been 2 spots so far. This is the biggest. The water just disappears. All that water just disappears and goes underground somewhere. Now Tennessee has the most caves of any other state. Thousands, tens of thousands of caves in Tennessee. Big caverns. I mean, they have concerts in caverns. It's crazy. That's a lot of water to just disappear and go underground. What's under us? That's what I want to know. What is under us? Okay, and I'm going to put an emphasis on the word strenuous. I'm going to put it all in caps too. This is not an easy trail. Anyone that has issues with up and down consistently, high steps, rocks, scrambling, you know, knee problems, or you could do it. But it is a challenge, okay? This is not an easy trail. This is not a walk in the park. Let's go for a quick walk. We passed a couple kids coming with their parents with hiking poles. They were charging it. But again, it's 4 miles, and it is definitely a Grand Canyon hike. We're gonna go all the way back up that to the top to get out of here. So, but does this water go? I can get over this. Big Laurel Falls. Not to be confused with Laurel Falls that's in the Smoky Mountains, okay? There are multiple Laurel Falls. Holy cow! Look at this cave, holy cow. So, water's falling. Okay. Water. 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 Where does it go? Goes in right there. And then poof. Now, I get it, like, I'm joking, wondering where the water goes. Obviously it goes underground, but that just blows my mind that that much water disappears under here. Can you imagine how big the cave, like, look at this, what we're in right here. Can you imagine how big that is under there? Like, oh my God. Disneyland is not the only place you could see the backside of water. Alright, so at that sign split up there, it said 0.8 to the right with Virgin Falls and Sheep Cave. Then it said Virgin Falls only 0.5 to the left, so we went left. Basically, it took you down to where you get to the Caney River, and now you're going back up, which I hear something over here, which is, I'm assuming is the falls. But holy smokes. Just a thought right now. We'll see how it ends up, but if you get to that sign, go right for the 0.8. Maybe a little less strenuous for you. What's wrong, honey?
Snakes don't
You
like
almost
fish.
fell halfway down that trail. Look at him, he's not a bad snake.
I don't give a what he is.
He's cold, he's not even moving. Hey, you creepy looking, huh? Made it. Hungry?
Not too hungry.
Babs made a good suggestion when we left. Our PB&Js to use the apple butter. This is darn good.
Well, I don't like jelly, so.
Okay, so the other falls we talked about going to, Lost Creek Falls. I don't think we're gonna make that. This is a pretty good hike, and we got a ways to go to get out of here now. If you look at this elevation, so we're down here now. We got to go all the way back up. We started at 1,800. We're at 1,000. So that was an 800-foot decline. Now we got to go back up and out. But if you were to go over to Lost Creek on this Rylander trailhead, you're going to gain 600 and then drop back down to 1,000 when you get down to that one. I think we're going to drive to Lost Creek, but we'll have to save that for another day. But it is gorgeous. I mean, you figure we hiked this whole thing. It was pretty cool. So there's multiple campsites down here in Caney Fork. You can camp right on the river, it looks like. So we're gonna look into that, see about doing that. We passed a bunch of backpackers, but gorgeous area, gorgeous area. This is one of my favorite spots, I think, so far. Again, that big old waterfall just disappears and the water goes underground somewhere. Man, there's gotta be a lot of water under Tennessee. See anything? all that water for Virgin Falls that goes over right here disappears once it goes, and then the water feeding the falls comes out of that cave. What I wouldn't give to have a pair of waders. Go back there and see where that thing goes. Okay, so I would put waders on. I would go back and explore that cave. Babs says
nope.com.
She says heck no. Who's with Babs? Who is team Babs and is gonna stay out here, and who's team Hoag? I'm gonna go in and see where all this water goes. So if anyone's wondering about camping, like this is camp number 8. You got a little fire pit, area to put your tent, and you got Virgin Falls right there. Oh, this is good. This is so good. What number is this one? 9? This is a good size camp. So this is 9, a little off from the falls, not far. 8 was up there on that hill, but definitely a bigger area to camp at. I left Babs back down there. I want to see what this sheep cave thing was, because once again we got water popping out of the side of the hill and then disappearing. Alright, so sheep cave is just a cave that water comes out of and you can't go into really, so save that little uphill hike for the rest getting out of here. Alright, so we're back at the split where it's 0.5 to the left, 0.8 to the right to that sheep cave. Kind of mixed feelings if 0.8's better to go or 0.5. What do you think, Babs?
0.8, I don't know. They both are about the same.
Yeah, pretty equal. You have inclines on both, declines. I mean, you get to see sheep cave in that waterfall if you go to the right. I don't know, it's kind of hit or miss, but either way, it's a trek. Now we got to get out of this place. He's just cruising with this stick. There it is. Oh. I would have been so sad if I lost the dead cat. Everything would have been so loud. Dead cats make the world when it comes to mics. Found it. Alright. Get back on there. Somebody had asked me about how I carried the big camera on these trips too and not the GoPro anymore. Peak Design. They make little camera accessories and gadgets. This clip is a lifesaver. I use it during wedding season. Put it right on my hip. Have full access to it. Oh, but that thing just hangs out right there. Oh, game changer for big cameras. Not sponsored in any way, but I'll put the link below if anybody's into them. Oh, that was fun. That was a good hike. Where are we at? All right, let's stop this. Nothing, Siri, didn't ask you. So total hiking time when we started coming up and out with a stop at that little sheep cave. Hour and 45 minutes. Total distance, 4.71. I'm a little bit of a squirrel. I go off, I explore. Average pace is 22-minute mile coming up and out. Active calories, 517, which you can never go off of. Elevation gain, 1,111 feet from the bottom where the falls were all the way up. That's a good climb out. That is a very good climb out. So it is very Grand Canyon-esque. Down to get in, up to get out. So just be prepared for that one. But what do you think, Babs? Did you like that one?
I did. I think I should have just wore better socks, maybe.
Better socks?
Yeah, it wouldn't have been so bad.
You come back and do it again though, huh?
I would.
That's good. That pool, if it was not so cold out, could you imagine just... That looks like the clearest, most freshest water I've ever seen. Like, I don't even know if the camera can do it justice. Like, that water is so beautiful. Wow. Wow. Oh, Tennessee.